What's up, guys? I'm Olivia.
And I'm Kyle.
And we're Drivin and Vibin.
Today we are coming to you live, and we're here to talk all about RV life and holidays and kind of how we do them.
Yeah, so right now we are in Desert Hot Springs, staying at a park here where a lot of our friends are, and this is kind of what we had on our radar for spending Christmas with our friends in the desert.
For sure. And so Thanksgiving is a little different. Just to touch on that real quick, is for every Thanksgiving, which has now been 3 on the road, we've been in California area and we've been able to visit my cousins. Mm-hmm. But for Christmas, we kind of do something different every year, it seems like.
Yeah, we usually spend it with friends out on the road. We're usually on the opposite side of the country from all of our family back in Alabama. So what it does give us is the opportunity to connect with family members we don't get to see very often. And so being able to spend it with our cousins here on the West Coast has been so much fun, and it's been really nice to be welcomed in to their yearly tradition.
Yeah, for sure. But we have found that Christmas with friends has been a very relaxing and pleasant experience.
Yeah, definitely. And it's the family you choose, right? So it's very enjoyable and low-key and a little bit slower pace than family Christmases. Obviously, we miss our family so much around the holidays, but it is nice to have a little bit different change of pace where you don't have quite as much pressure, I feel like.
And that is the nice thing, because holidays, especially when you're combining families, can be so filled with a lot of pressure. Mm-hmm. And even though we enjoy doing it, I'm sure a lot of people can relate about the stress of the holidays and making sure you spread your time evenly. And we kind of get a get-out-of-jail-free card with RV life as far as that goes.
And if you haven't made any friends yet on the road, if you just set out on the road, a good thing is that many campgrounds do organize things for the holidays. So right now there's a sign-up sheet for Christmas dinner at the park where everyone brings a dish and you get to have that community Christmas dinner together with the other park members.
So I think we should tell them a little bit about our first Christmas on the road, because that one was particularly special because we had only been on the road for about 2 months when our first Christmas rolled around. We were all the way in southwestern California, so we were in a whole new environment and really didn't know what we were going to do for the holidays.
Yeah, we hadn't really met many people on the road yet, made any close friends, but we pulled up to this park in the Salton Sea area, and right off the bat we had 3 different couples walk up to us and introduce themselves. They had recognized the name on the back of our rig, and we had kind of talked, I guess, on social media a little bit, but we didn't really know each other. And they invited us to Christmas dinner that very night, the same day we met them, and we ended up really just hitting it off, and it felt so natural and like we had known each other forever. And that was such a huge moment for me of what amazing experiences this lifestyle can offer, and just being able to make that connection right off the bat and have them welcome us into their rig for Christmas dinner and spend it together laughing and staying up late into the night. That was just a really awesome experience for me.
And we have found that that's very typical among the RV community in general, is that people are very friendly, people are warm to welcome others in and want to really get to know others, because if you're out on the road and living in an RV, you can definitely find common ground pretty easily, I'd say.
Yeah, there's a lot of options out there to find some people to spend the holidays with. Like I said, the campgrounds is one way, but just reaching out on the internet or in Facebook groups, in different RVing type groups, joining membership programs like Escapees or Escapers gives you a good network of people that you can have in your circle. And if you see someone is near you, you can always reach out and say, hey, do you want to go to dinner or meet up? Or have a happy hour or something.
For sure. So last year for Christmas, we actually drove across the country to hang out with family, and that was a fun experience, but it's not something I don't think we would take on again. And we're very happy to be here with our friends and just laying really low this Christmas.
Yeah, it was very intense to drive all the way to Maine last year, and it was a fun thing to do one time, but I think trying to do something that quickly, covering that much ground quickly, is just really exhausting and tiring and not ideal.
And we'll open up this chat to some Q&As if y'all have any questions here in a little bit. But just to touch on a few other questions, we kind of mentioned this briefly before, but someone asked us how the RV park is around the holidays. because I found through my family who have no experience with full-time RV life, they have this sense that an RV park is kind of a depressing place during the holiday, but it really is quite the opposite.
It's anything but.
Yeah.
So that campground we were talking about near the Salton Sea, where we had our first Christmas with friends there, they were caroling and had they made a Christmas float and were driving the float around the park and singing Christmas carols, and it was just a lot of fun. And I think that this community especially likes to make a big deal out of the holidays, and everyone will decorate their site and things like that. So there's no lack of holiday cheer.
For sure. I have to agree completely. Almost every other site has some sort of decoration going on here.
If we had the space, we might be able to decorate, but right now it's too precious.
So, yeah, we want to wish everyone who's tuned in right now or watching the rebroadcast a Merry Christmas. It is creeping up on us so quickly that now our Amazon orders that we ordered for gifts aren't even going to arrive in time. It just slips away.
We put things off to the last minute every time. I don't know how it sneaks up on us always, but we have been busy lately with friends and doing birthdays and all sorts of stuff, so it kind of got away from us, and now we're scrambling to get everything there in time.
So someone said our audio is cutting in and out. Anyone else can offer? Yeah, if anyone else can offer up some insight if that is happening to them, let us know. But we will open it up for questions now. If you have any questions, whether it's about RVing during the holidays or just RV life in general, really, we're here to hang out for a few and just see what's up with y'all today.
And I'm sorry if I sound a little weird today. I've got a cold. It's my yearly sickness. It comes every December since we've been on the road. We get sick one time a year, and it's always in December. I guess just because we're around a lot more people. But I sound a little nasally today.
So, someone says my gift isn't going to arrive. It might arrive just a little late. We apologize. Someone else wished us, and they included River, in a Merry Christmas.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yep. Another Merry Christmas from Jonathan. Thank you for those, bad connection. Looks like we're good though. Alright, internet's here is a little sketchy. Merry Christmas, more Merry Christmas. Are you guys coming to Nashville anytime soon? Someone says. If you need a parking spot, they can literally hook us up.
Awesome, thank you so much. I don't know when we will be coming through Tennessee, but we will keep you on our radar, and we really appreciate the offer.
We are always, looking for a new and creative way to get back to the Alabama area after the winter in the Southwest, but it's usually just a long way through Texas is all we can find. So I doubt we'll make it up to Nashville during that time, but let's see. And we apologize if there's a slight bad connection going on. I see it's rebuffering on the computer a little bit, but do you guys want some holiday decorations?
We will borrow them and return them if you have the extra ones to offer.
Yeah, they can't be too tacky, but just the right amount. So yeah, if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask those now. We'll be on here for a few more minutes, hanging out with you guys. Expander says, Happy Christmas from England.
Oh, awesome. Thank you, and happy holidays to you.
So what else is new with us?
So we've been making a lot of vlogs lately. We
Yeah.
just celebrated my friend Amanda's birthday this past week and played giant Jenga in Palm Springs, and we went to the casino the other night. And if you guys have watched that video, you have realized by now that I am not a good gambler, and Kyle had fun and enjoyed himself.
Just a little bit, not that much.
I mean, we all had fun and enjoyed them ourselves, but I cannot get on the gambling train just yet.
Yeah, neither of us. I mean, we do not like wasting money, but it is fun to try to win. So someone asked some questions. Let's see. Tennessee Traveler said, are you working on a second album? Loved the last one.
So we've got a few ideas kind of floating around in our brains right now, but we haven't really gotten a solid song finished yet.
Yeah.
Just a few different ideas floating around. We need to sit down and spend some time really working on it. But we do plan to put out another album next year.
Vicky says, do you guys go way south for all winter and Christmas? And I'd have to say, yeah, we usually stay pretty south. Southern Arizona, down across southern Texas, and then we'll make our way back to southern Alabama.
What is your advice for those who want to start RV travel whose family doesn't support the lifestyle? I would say that you just have to believe in yourself and do what's best for you, and eventually they will see that you are not crazy, probably.
Yeah,
because
hopefully.
because I feel like that's the way a lot of people start out. Their families aren't really that supportive, or maybe that's not even the right word, but they just don't understand it really. But once they see all the amazing experiences you're having and memories you're making, then I think they start to understand the draw.
Greg says Merry Christmas from Desert Hot Springs.
Aw, thank you, and happy Hanukkah to you.
Let's see. Are your families gracious giving you a free ticket being absent during the holidays? They are gracious enough to give us the free ticket, but it doesn't come out without a certain amount of guilt. I mean, that's just the way families are.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're missing them, they're missing us, so it is difficult on everyone, but they are happy that we are out enjoying ourselves and happy that we have some friends to be able to spend it with.
Yeah. Taquito's View of America says driving 55 miles per hour on freeway when traveling, ? Yeah, we don't go above that really. We are slow travelers. We don't want to be rushed for travel days.
Yeah.
Have we ever been to Wickenburg, Arizona?
I don't think so.
Let's see, just some more comments. Another Merry Christmas from Bill. Oh, there we go. Merry Christmas. What is your recommendation for Mexican food in the Coachella Valley?
Ooh.
So.
Good to see you, Anya. Let's see.
Yeah.
We've been eating. The only Mexican food we've been eating around here is in Desert Hot Springs at south of the border, because they have some really good veggie options with like soy cheese they have available, which is not very common. So I get a nice black bean burrito there. And what do you normally get?
I've been getting the veggie quesadilla recently.
Yeah, but I don't know anywhere else. We haven't really branched out.
Yeah,
yet.
the Mexican restaurant's so close to where we are.
Yeah,
that
it's right down the road from the RV park, so...
Let's see here. First time commenter. Would love to meet you guys. Hey, if we're ever in the area, Springfield, Missouri. It'd be a while, I think, before we get up there, but who knows? Hopefully we got some big news coming around.
Yeah, we never know where we're going to end up, really. We keep our plans so loose that we try not to, like, commit to anything too far out because we're likely to change our minds.
The only, I was looking at the map today just to see if we could do a different route on the way back to Alabama. And the only way that I saw was different was we could go up to Albuquerque and then across the country, which would put us through Missouri, and then up to like Nashville. But that just takes us out of the way. Who knows?
We'll see what happens.
Do you guys travel to Mexico for pharmaceuticals?
So we haven't done that yet, but a lot of our friends do. We do look forward to getting some like inexpensive dental work done though sometime.
Emily says, do you guys run into van lifers or schoolie people in your travels? And if so, what is the dynamic between the different types of groups within nomadic lifestyle?
So we mainly run into them out boondocking, it seems more likely. We also met a lot of schoolie and van lifers at the Rubber Tramp Rendezvous in Quartzsite last year. And it's just... I guess it's just the same dynamic as in, people with travel trailers have something in common as much as motorhome people and van lifers and schoolies. So I guess you just have more, like, common ground to talk about as far as your setup and your rig and how you set everything up. But everyone we found, it doesn't matter what you're traveling in, is usually very open and receptive and kind, and no one really cares, whether you have the nicest rig or the smallest rig. We always feel like a toy compared to a lot of our friends, like we're the tiny little guy on campus, but everyone's always really kind and gracious.
What was I going to say? Oh yeah, like in an RV park though, like we're at now, those van lifers and schoolies are pretty much non-existent, just because that's par for the course in RV parks. A lot of them don't allow those type of vehicles, so it is usually when we're boondocking.
Yeah, but we've met some really cool people.
Yeah.
And all sorts of different rigs. So, yeah, we met this awesome family that travels in a bus. Their social media names Wrote It Up. And they are so much fun to follow.
Yeah.
And they had, like, the sweetest, most intelligent kids ever. They rock climb and mountain bike and are just a really cool family. and we ran into them in Tucson, I
Yep.
think. So it's fun to run into